Guys, welcome to Starlight Lady Astrology channel. So in this video we are going to continue with our Atmakaraka series, but before we start, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram and put your questions there. I will definitely try to answer your queries, or you can comment below as well. So let's start without further delay. So first of all, as I have already told in my last videos as well, what is Atmakaraka? So Atmakaraka is a planet that holds the highest degree in your birth chart, and it connects you to your past lives that you have lived in this world. So Atmakaraka is a very important planet if you want to understand your soul, or you want to understand what is your purpose of life. Atmakaraka holds the highest degree in your birth chart, and it's prescribed in Gemini astrology. So when we die, when we are laying in the bed of death, and then we have certain thoughts in our mind and we think something, so we carry that thoughts and the karma that we perform whole life, we carry that as well. That is called prarabdha karma. And our next life is totally dependent upon our past life, and we also carry our desires. A person takes birth because of his desires only. If you will not have any kind of desire in your heart, you will definitely not take birth, as far as I have known from my own studies. So we carry our thoughts, our desires, our karma for past life in this life, and this life is totally dependent upon our past lives. It's just a continuation of our past lives. We take birth because our karma is not fulfilled in that life, so we need another life to complete that. That's why we take new birth, right? Because we cannot enter in that body again, and that body is completely lifeless, or we cannot complete our karma in that life, and we need a new life, we need a new body. So that's what happens. That's why Atmakaraka is a very important planet, and it also tells you about your path of moksha, what is your path of moksha, and how you're gonna attain moksha in this life. So this is my description of Atmakaraka, and I hope you really understand what is Atmakaraka. So now, one more thing I want to tell you is that whatever will be your Atmakaraka, you will always perceive the world according to the significations of that Atmakaraka, whatever planet will be your Atmakaraka. For example, if your Atmakaraka will be sun, then it is just an example. If your Atmakaraka will be sun, then you will always want to be leader in every field and leader everywhere. You will not like to follow orders or anything like that. You will want that people will follow you, something like that, if Atmakaraka is your sun. So this thing happens. If Venus is your Atmakaraka, you will desire love, protection, and you will always wanna be in luxuries, or wanna be loved. So this is a thing that happens according to whatever is your Atmakaraka planet. So now, if Mars is your Atmakaraka, first of all, we need to understand what are the significations of Mars. So Mars is a soldier, and Mars is a very kind of fighting planet. Mars represents anger. Mars is a soldier, and a soldier just wanna attack Okay, a soldier doesn't have patience, and a soldier is just ready for the war. A soldier is ready with his weapons and he's just ready to attack. So that is completely what Mars is, and Mars follows the orders of the king. Whatever king says, the soldier has to follow. So Mars, always one thing is that Mars is a very protecting planet. Wherever it will sit, it will think that now it's his responsibility to protect that house, the significators of that house. If like Mars is in your second house, then it will always try to protect your family, your wealth. Mars will feel like it's your responsibility to do that. Okay. Now one basic characteristic of Mars is anger. Mars always like gets angry very easily. That's why it's a red planet, and red is the color of anger. So that's what Mars represents. And now, why you have got Mars as Atmakaraka? Well, for this we need to know your past life, because in your past lives you were having something about Mars very prominent. It is possible that in your past life, maybe your whole life was like you had anger issues, and because of your anger issues, you had done some bad karma, and when you were dying, then you were regretting and you wanted to get a new life so that you can repay that karma, whatever bad karma that you had done in that life. So these are some things that are represented by Mars when it is your Atmakaraka. Probably it's also possible if Mars is afflicted in your chart, then maybe in your past life you were a very jealous kind of person, and you had anger issues, and because of this you spoiled many lives or many relationships, and many things in your life were spoiled because of that. And it is also possible that in your past life you were a soldier, or you were in a time when the king, queen and royal family existed, and you were a soldier who died in a war, or you were in a very like in very rare cases it's also possible that maybe you were a soldier in world wars as well. So many wars that were held in 90s, maybe you were a soldier in that wars. So it completely shows that in your past life this Martian thing was very prominent. Now we can know it what was the condition depending upon where your Mars is placed in your birth chart. Okay, so now Mars will give good result or bad result. It will depend upon where your Mars is placed and what's the dignity of Mars in your chart. Is it good? It is bad. Is it aspected by malefics like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Sun, or it's aspected by Jupiter, Moon, Venus, Mercury, or it's debilitated, it's exalted, it's an own sign or friendly sign, or it's an exaltation sign, enemy sign, and so many things we need to see before we can come to a conclusion. So now, for example, if your Mars is debilitated, so it shows that in your past life you were you suppressed yourself, you were suffering from tortures, or somebody was really torturing you, somebody was really like trying to suppress you, and you had that problem that you were not able to speak up, not able to fight for yourself. So you have got this debilitated Mars. which will this is your lesson in this life, that you have to learn that you always have to speak up for anything wrong that's happening with you or around you. If for example, if Mars is retrograde, then it shows that if it's debilitated and retrograde as well, it shows a very strong karmic connection with your past life, where you will have to go back to your past life to solve some karmic issues. And it means that in your past life, probably you were really suppressing your anger, your emotions so deeply. I'm so sorry, my rabbits are, I mean, they're really disturbing me. So you were suppressing your emotions so much in your past life that you have got retrograde Mars and debilitated Mars, even if not debilitated then also. So now that thing will repeat again. The events of past life will repeat again, and you will have to solve it in this life to learn the lesson. If it's combust, then it shows that you had wrongly used your powers that were given to you, or you had been quite a very very egoist, very jealous kind of person, and you had really done something wrong to someone because of your power. Now I give you a short example, like if there is an elder brother and he always suppresses his or bullies his younger brother and always beats him and compels him to do his work. So all these are the wrong use of your power, the wrong use of your profession, the wrong use of your power, and of the wrong use of your duties, your responsibilities. So here it shows that if it's combust, then I'm 100% sure you had used your Martian power in a very wrong way in your past life, and you have to pay this in this life. If it's with Rahu, it shows that you had used a kind of trickery in your past life to gain something or to gain power. Because just like Rahu, Mars is also a planet that rules jealousy, anger, and all the kinds of negative emotions. And Mars also rules trickery. We need to know this, we need to understand this thing. If Mars, let's say, is good in your chart, exalted or placed in a good sign, then it shows that you had earned very good karmas of your past life. You had used your power very rightly or very properly, and that's why in this life you are getting this good Mars so that you can fulfill your desires. It also shows that in your past life you did not have anything, but still you were such a great person that universe has given you this reward, a good Mars, so that you can fulfill your desires or your duties. Now one more thing that we need to see here is that now your physical appearance and your physical ability, because Mars is so important that if it's weak in your chart, you will feel weakness always, or you will be very weak, your immune system will be very weak. So if your Mars is your Atmakaraka, then your immune system will always be very strong and you will be very physically active unless and until Mars is very afflicted in your chart. Then it will give you like a weak body, weak immune system, or that will be always prone to many diseases. So this way we have to see here what result Mars is giving here. I won't stop speaking on this topic because I have so many things to speak up, but I will definitely cover in my next videos. And one more thing I wanted to say that I also want to make KP astrology videos because I'm learning KP astrology, and I want to share whatever I learned in my channel to help other people as well. But I will talk about it later. So if you have Mars as Atmakaraka, then you should always try to control your anger and never use violence, because if you will use violence, then it will make your karma more complicated and it will become very big trouble for you. So you need to use your power to do good to people, do your responsibilities. Never beat anyone, never get jealous, angry, or use trickery. Pray Lord Hanuman. Always pray Lord Hanuman. And never use your Martian powers for harming anyone in this world. If you do it, Mars will give you good results for sure. But if you don't do it, Mars will not give you good result. An astrologer can only show you the path, but if you want to walk on that path or not, it's completely your desire. I'm just showing you the path, so you have that power to change your destiny. A human is given that power by God, so it's completely your choice. So thank you so much for watching my video, guys, and I will meet you in my next videos. Bye.